Just like many of you, my whole entire life I've been living against the odds. More than ever in my life I am focused, serving hope to the hopeless while living against the odds. I'm from the mud, the dirt of society, and that created this driving me to help the whole world that's living against the odds. I know some of you are struggling and probably pissed at God. I was too, but I realized nothing happened to me, it happened for me. Here to tell the story of everyone that's living against the odds. My parents did the best they could, but I felt like I wasn't loved in my childhood. Made bad decisions which paved the way, but I had to go through it to grow through it so I can serve the world today. Suffered anxiety and drug abuse, mentally not right, a couple screws were loose and still are, but I learned how to handle it. Realized I'll never get rid of it, so I had to channel it for good. I'll always be an addict, but now I am addicted to all this hope I give to you. Yo, I'm living proof that if you change your mind, you can change your life. Rest in peace to the old me, cause he had to die. I am redeemed, sober, recovered, clean. I ain't give it up, just had to switch it up the way I fiend. Now I fiend for the opposite on a positive level, against the odds. More than ever in my life I am focused, serving hope to the hope.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Good evening, and yes, good evening. What's good, family? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful evening so far. How's the broadcast? We chopping it up or what? I need to know because I got a little bit of stuff going on here, and I just want to know if we're clear and we're gonna be live tonight, right? We had someone cancel, but we are live. I got two brothers in the backstage right now, two brothers in recovery. Both of them's name is Justin. We're gonna get him up here. We're gonna talk to him tonight. We're gonna share this live out too, y'all.
What's up?
Y'all make sure we share this live out. Let's get this live shared out. I almost forgot to tell everybody how important it is to share the live, but I think we all can agree how important it is to share the live on a Saturday night, especially with what we're going to be talking about and what we like to promote. Hope, right? Hope to the hopeless. Amen.
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 Amen. Yeah, we can't get it out there unless you share it. It only takes
That's
a second.
right.
You know what I mean? You're the sharer. This is how we get it out. Is you. We need you.
Definitely.
Amen. We do. We don't get the reach. So when you share it on your page, I always like to give this because this is real. People don't realize this. When you share it on your page, you might have somebody on your page that you don't even know is struggling. You don't even know. You might have a friend on your page that's been seeing you and watching your life and watching you change your life. Maybe you got 2 years of recovery. Maybe you got 2 weeks. It don't matter. People watch us. And when we share good things, sometimes those people reach out to us like, hey, I see what you're doing. Can you help me? Or, hey, can you put me in touch with somebody that can help me?
Hey, speaking of sharing, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get it on my page real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, brother. I appreciate it. We do appreciate it.
I already shared it out while we were in the intro, so I got it.
Oh, did you? You good like me then. You good like me. Yeah, see, what I'm going to do is go like this because I wanted people to see what we got going on under here. Serving hope to the hopeless. We're going to bring Justin back on here in just a minute. We got Justin, my guy here. I want to introduce Justin to y'all. Justin is a good friend of mine. Justin is a great man, and he is on a path to change his life, and he is doing just that. And that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? Justin's gonna speak tonight, tell us what's on his mind. I'm gonna speak tonight, maybe tell you what's on my mind. Our other friend Justin will probably speak tonight, tell you what's on his mind too. I don't know. If y'all want to get back in, y'all can get in too. I might be able to send you a link. How's the sound? Do I need to mute mics and do all this stuff when I'm talking? Or I always like to ask if I'm echoing because I don't want you to drop off the live because we got a sound deal when we can just mute a couple mics and probably solve it. Let me look. Hey, Justin 1 and hey, Justin 2.
Hello.
That's right.
I'll be number 2.
Peggy in the house, though. Peggy, 632 days clean over there. Shout out to Peggy. We got the Recovery Revolution on tonight, asking how everybody's doing. Y'all, this is an impromptu live. This isn't a scheduled promoted live on Against the Odds. We had someone scheduled, they canceled because something happened. It don't matter. We wanted to go live anyway. I was gonna go by myself. Then Justin was like, I'll go. Then I hit last minute, huh? Last minute, what was it, 5 minutes ago? I told you that, hey, yeah, so-and-so canceled, but we're still going live. You're like, yeah, I'll hop in there. Yeah.
Hey, that's the best ones right there, boy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Last minute in a clutch, bro. We just jump on and get it, and then it turns into fire, and you didn't even know,
All raw.
That's right.
Straight raw.
That's right. Let go and let God. We don't know what's going to happen. We just let go and we let God. That's about it. So I want to read a little verse, though. I want to read this verse. I pulled this out originally. I planned on reading this with Justin on here. We weren't going to read the Bible or anything, or we weren't going to do our normal daily bread or anything, but I wanted to read this little verse. I had someone give me this little thing, and each day you can read it. And there's a verse on here, and it's from Philippians 2:14 and 15, y'all. You are to live clean, innocent lives as children of God in a dark world full of crooked and perverse people. Let your lives shine brightly before them. On the back, it says, let your life shine. Our culture has drifted far from its roots. People today wander around in the dark, choosing to take the easy way instead of God's way. God has placed us into this culture to shine a light of truth and goodness. We point others to the way. That's why God wants us to live above reproach. When we follow God, people scrutinize our life. They look for anything we do that's counter to God's character. Let God's light shine through you. Ain't that the truth, though?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we start talking about God, hey, I changed my life, though, y'all. And then people want to scrutinize us. People want to judge us. Not everybody does, but usually that's what happens. You know what I mean? People are like, oh, are you talking about God? He must be holier than thou. He reading the Bible? He must be a preacher. Come on. That ain't the case. That ain't the case, is it?
Mm-mm.
Not all the time.
No matter what, man, no matter what, if people see change, see people doing good, see success, you know what I mean? A little bit of jealousy jumps in, and that people are just like, it doesn't matter what you do in life. If you're being anything positive, the negative will follow. You know what I mean? And it depends on if you are willing to dive into that negativity that someone's trying to bring into your life. That changes your character. It's all about character, man. There's a lot of things I've been that's funny because I talked about this earlier, actually, where we can choose, and this happened to me. This is how the Hope Shot started. We can either choose to fight negativity with positivity, or we can use negative, or we can just jump right in and use the negative with the negative. But what does that solve? It solves nothing. And then what do you look like? You look like the same person that's attacking you with the negative stuff. And that just doesn't solve anything. And that's what we have in this world, man. And that's why we have to be the change. The hope to the hopeless. Like, that is literally what it is bringing that positivity, to bringing that light, bringing that, just that real stuff, man. You know what I mean?
Amen. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love it. Everybody's loving it, too. They all saying, yeah. Exactly. So. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Amen. Come on now. What do we got? We got to tell them. It's the truth.
It definitely is. And I think that's one of the things, Phil, because I really didn't want to talk about this tonight either, Phil, but you kind of put it on me. You definitely put it on my heart tonight. But you speak about that going at negativity with negativity. 2 weeks ago on Tuesday, I was fighting all kinds of negativity. I was fighting anxiety, depression, panic attacks. I was going through a bunch of stuff in personal things in my life with some friends that I pretty much ruined a couple of friendships over nothing. Just something that's just so stupid. And I fought what I was going through with the negativity, using my anxiety, my depression, and my panic attacks. And thank God I didn't relapse on meth, but I did relapse on alcohol, and I completely got obliterated. And Phil talked to me the next day when I was sitting in that shame, that remorse, the regret, the guilt of everything that I had literally did 12 hours before. And it was like, I sat and realized like I was getting away from a lot of the things that I was doing in my life, like watching Phil, being a part of my groups down at Rise Up Recovery here in Hastings, and just being a part of a sober network where I was losing touch with everything. And that is one of the things that I've been kind of working on with this assignment that Phil's got me doing is, what did I learn from when I got drunk? What did I learn from this relapse? And it's really kind of opening my eyes. And I've literally, Phil, since me and you got off earlier, have been sitting here thinking about it and jotting some notes down. It's like, I really did. I kind of am learning a lot, you know, what it is that I was really running from. And that's the fear, the anger, the hurt, the sadness, the shame, the guilt, all the feelings that accompany with everything. Plus the fact that I was walking away from stopping watching my live feeds in the morning with Phil, because that was one thing I did 5 days a week. And then on Saturday nights was getting into this, because this is what was making me focus on my goals in life of what I wanted to do. And just in the last 2 weeks, it is really an eye-opening situation, because I have a lot to lose. I really do. I'm on felony parole right now for third-degree possession and possession of a firearm. And I'm on ISR, where any little thing can put me back in prison. It doesn't matter what it is. So where I wanted to be and where I'm at right now and where I'm going, it's kind of shifting focus back to what it needs to be. And I'm trying to fight that negativity with that positivity by trying to get different jobs, search as many places as I can, trying to reconnect with some of my support team that I need to connect with. I was honest with my agent. I was honest with everybody around me. I literally posted on Facebook that night, day one, sorry, I apologize. And it was just that I needed to be honest with it, because if I lied about it and kept it under the table, it's just going to give me that permission to keep doing it again. And I don't want to do it again. And that's the one thing that I'm learning, is because I only drank alcohol. I didn't use meth, but just what would have happened if it would have been meth? I would have completely shut everything off. My Facebook, everything would have been shut off. I'd have been a ghost, and nobody would have been able to find me. And it's kind of crazy that we talk about this, the positivity and the negativity, and how you're going to fight it and what you're going to do it, because that's exactly what I've been trying to do the last couple of weeks. Is I've been trying to get back into retooling my mind. Like, that was a lapse. That was a slip up. I made a mistake, and now I got to get back on my feet and keep doing it again. So this definitely fits.
There you go, man. A lot of courage in that too. I told you that. Yeah. I know when I told you the story, when I relapsed, it was off to the races. I had people looking out for me. They were trying to bring me to treatment. I was running from them.
Right.
I was running from them. I couldn't even answer the phone. I didn't even want to talk to them. I kept beating myself up. So I learned that, hey, what happens is we beat ourselves up, and we beat ourselves into continuing to act and do the same thing. Right. And then we get in a comfort zone of beating ourselves up. Like, that's our comfort zone. Like, we're going to beat ourselves up today. Y'all, I'm just going to tell myself how worthless I am. I mean, that's how we were. That's what we thought.
Yep.
We don't have to live like that no more. No. We don't. And that's why we come on here and we share it. That's why we talk about it. Because guess what? We ain't nobody perfect out here. It's okay for you to make a mistake in life. It's okay for you to make a mistake and learn from it. That's why I said, learn from your mistake. For so many years, that was what I was the mistake. And I identified as the mistake. Like, continued to do the same mistake. And I use it as an excuse. I'm an addict. Why did you take your girlfriend's phone? And why did you take her car? And why did you do these things? Because I'm an addict, right? I use it as an excuse.
Yep.
I didn't want to learn from anything. And when I started to learn from something, the flame would get up, right? Then it would get uncomfortable. And I'd be like, oh, I don't like that. I want to go back into my comfort zone. I better beat myself up again and continue to do the same old, right? And then we get trapped in it. We have to literally baby talk ourselves out of it. Like, hey, I can do this. Like, I can do this. look, I can look at their lives. I can see other people, and guess what? I can look at this, and I can do it too. Sometimes we got to tell ourselves, I'm not my mistake.
Right.
Sometimes I got to tell myself, I'm not who I was. I'm not the person that just snapped out just a minute ago. My bad. You know, that's not me. I'm gonna die to that, right? I'm gonna die to that. And that's what I like about, that's what I like about what we talk about daily. Because it's not about perfection.
Right.
No way. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be able to talk on here, huh? Justin, you either. Right? Nobody be able to talk on here. It don't matter how many days you got in recovery, y'all.
No, it's all about, listen, we wouldn't be talking. There's no hope with no struggle. You know what I mean? There's no discussion with no struggle. Right. We need those struggles. We need those lessons. You know, dude, everything that's ever been created in this whole world has been done on mistakes, failures, anything good. Some people found out their true calling in that failure, in that lesson. Like, that is how it goes. We are human. We make mistakes. And the biggest battles ever won was between this thing, between my 2 ears. Biggest battle. Nobody even knew about them. Not a little. Nobody knew. You know what I mean? But like, dude, and I talked. Listen, I had a conversation with my guy today, because like these talks that we tell ourselves, like, listen, I'm guilty of it. And it's so funny we're having this discussion, but everything happens for a fucking reason, right? So I had this talk, and excuse my language, I'm sorry. I'm working on that too, by the way.
Good. We all got to grow in some areas, right?
Exactly. And I'm trying to get all that bad self-talk. But one dude told me, and I'm grateful for it, but just stop telling yourself you can't. Stop telling yourself you're not good at certain things. You're working on it. You're working to get better at certain things. You're not good right now, but stop telling yourself that, because all that even if it's the slightest little thing, like, it's still negative self-talk. And your confidence is not a confidence builder, and we need to build our confidence. That's why we have to stop talking, even the little white noise. You know what I mean? We need to stop that. We might not be good at it now, but we're going to get better. If we keep telling ourselves that we're never going to get out of that bubble that we're in that gets us that uncomfortability to go attack that, the thing that we're struggling with. We need to keep attacking those struggles. I've learned a lot along the way, and I've learned some things that I would probably never do in my life, like doing live videos. Come on. Like,
yeah.
I get, like, listen, I was a scared little boy, bro. You know? Still am at times.
Yeah.
So, that negative stuff, man, we do it worse to ourselves than any human being alive. And it needs to, like, we got to be kind to yourself. Love yourself. We can't love another human being unless we truly love who we are as an individual, as what we're doing. And it's okay to make mistakes.
That's right. Sometimes the enemy, all the time, the enemy disguises himself in our own voice.
Yep.
Tells us, yeah, you can't talk. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. It ain't even worth it, Phil. You've never done anything worth it in your life. That's the kind of stuff that would, don't even do it, Phil. You can't get your license. Don't even try. Stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I can't. They want to hold me down. I ain't got no money, but I don't want to take any steps to get there. I just want my license, right?
Right.
Yep, exactly. But we're holding ourselves back from things that could be bigger than us, because you never know. I would never be where I am today. I would never be doing what I'm doing. I would never be hosting the Hope Shot. I would never be trying to pursue a nonprofit and doing all these things, man. Every human suffers from the same thing of not good enough. Yep. We all suffer from the same things. We're never up to our own standards and our own, whatever, like we are all the same. Every single human being out there is the same. We all have something. Some of us will admit it more than others, but we all have something that we don't like. And do you know how many people always say, let me look at that photo before you post it?
Oh, yeah.
I can't stand it. I do it too. You know what I mean?
Only when my hat's off, bro. But it's true. I mean, yeah, you're right. One of the things, I mean, for me, that was, I mean, I've said that a lot because I hear it a lot. I hear a lot. I'm struggling with this. I'm struggling with this. And I'll say, brother, sister, don't tell yourself you're struggling. Tell yourself you're learning. You're growing through something right now. You're going through it and you're going to grow through it. Because I don't know, maybe you struggling could be negative self-talk to yourself. That could be like, man, I'm struggling. I'm always struggling. I'm always struggling. Like, yeah, you're learning and growing. It's part of life. We all struggle with something. You know what I mean? It's our struggles that builds our strength. You could just say, I'm learning. That's why I like to say, living and learning, because that's essentially not. It's not only the alcoholic, the junkie, the addict, all these. It's not only the people that lived in the streets with a needle in their arm, y'all. It's not only them. It's all of us, every one of us. You know what I mean? We have that blessing, that gift of desperation, where we've seen the darkness. We've overcome some stuff, right? We've seen the darkness. So it gives us a little bit of a push, right? Especially when it comes to sharing our hope and our encouragement and our testimony, especially in any kind of situation, especially a social media situation. I love it because here's the deal. Ain't nobody, if you could be scrolling on your phone right now, you don't even want to see me. But guess what? Someone might have shared this live on your page, and you're like, oh, what in the world is this ugly guy? Who are these guys? And you stop. And people see what we're talking about. And some people might be struggling, right? Really struggling. Some people might be thinking about maybe ending it all. Maybe going out there and doing it one more time and ending it with a bang. People think like that. That's why it's always so important that we have a good attitude and that we spread positivity, and we want to shine our light in a dark world. That's what I want to do. And what happens when I do that? I serve other people, and then I start to follow the will of God, because then I get out of my selfishness. And when I get out of my selfishness is when God can start to come in. And then what happens, Justin? We start to develop some purpose in life. We start to understand that God gave us some gifts. And some of those gifts, we might have used them bad in the old days. But maybe God gave us some different gifts. And God has put things in our place each and every day. One day at a time. Next thing you know, we hitting the live button and we're live on Facebook. We just never know what's going to happen. I say it all the time. In a million years, I never thought this. But in a million years.
It like
never.
Fell. The trip fell, and here I am. You know what I mean? That's how it happens sometimes. But listen, Speaking of that, you guys should share this. If you haven't shared it, you need to share it.
Definitely.
Because that's the only way this gets out, is sharing the lives. It's so important to get it out there. I know you're listening and you're like, man, that's some good stuff. I can relate. And then you're like, we need to get other people to relate, because we want to be relatable with other related people. You know what I mean? And that's just how it goes. And it's like, man, it's like the language. Just switch the language up. You know what I mean? I'm not going through this. I'm growing through this. And that's something that I learned in the beginning. I'm literally, everything can be a lesson if you choose to let it be. You know what I mean? You're not going to be there forever. You're literally not going to be, but you have to work towards getting out of it. You know what I mean? But if you're never ready to put the one foot in front of the other and you just want to stay in your shit, you know, like we're good at that. We're literally good at the chaos. Let's try something different. Let's find the peace. Let's find that. That's where that's like the hurricane, you know, the eye wall.
And the peace is going to be uncomfortable at first to get it, because we ain't used to it. Like you said, you might have to get through some stuff to get to the peace. Because like Justin said, we're so used to other things, and we're so used to the negative being the normal, and that's our comfort. So we have to get uncomfortable to change. It's the truth. It's not
going to be pretty either. I mean, Phil, Justin, you guys have both went through that, and it's not pretty when you have to start talking about things that you been through, what you've seen, and what you know. It's a tough situation. Nobody likes change, but you got to start somewhere. Just like you said, put your best foot forward. You got to do it somewhere. This right here is a good place to start. A very good place to start. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes that best foot forward will get you set back, and that's okay. You know how many attempts I took at finding this, to finally be free of myself. You know what I mean? And every day it's a work, man. I was in a rut, man. Like literally, I don't know what changes, man. It's about perspective and how you see the world and how you view your life and what makes you happy, what makes you tick. What the hell does this guy want? What is he good at? I mean, dude, I had 23 years of addiction. You know, I was really good at screwing crap up in this world. I was really good. I was like single-handedly, like I was super good. Like it was my career. I could screw up anything and I could bring everybody down with me. And it's a ripple effect, man. And like it could, whatever I put out into the world, it's going to come back to me. And so I want to put out positive because it's going to come back to me. Even if I don't see it right now, I might not see it. Like if I do something nice for somebody, nothing in return. Like it might come back one day and be like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my life is so good. You know what I mean? Even I don't have anything fancy. I just simple, man. Simple. You know? So it's good stuff.
What were we talking about today, Justin? I was like, man, we just got to keep it as simple as possible. We do. I told him that today. I'm on the phone with him. I said, Justin, bro, with you, I'm going to just try to keep it as simple as possible. Like, and that's the way we got to do it. We got to keep it as simple as possible. And I told him, I said, we got to unlearn stuff. Now it's time to unlearn. We got to hit that university of unlearning. For real, the school of hard knocks, where it ain't easy to do it. Because guess what? We develop some habits. And these are now survival skills. We use them each and every day. Who knows why we use some of these survival skills? I don't know the odds that were stacked against each and every one of you, but I know that we had odds against us. I know everybody does. Yep. Everybody does. Each and every person has a story, whether it's from addiction or their family members' addiction, cancer, someone losing someone. There's even abuse, and we won't even get into the abuse. There's victims out there, y'all. There's victims out there too. And then what happens is their survival skill might be to use drugs and alcohol and to cause trouble as a teen. And then what happens is it continues and the cycle keeps going until they hear some hope and they see some people talking on their Facebook stream. When they're scrolling through, they see a couple guys talking about hope and encouragement. They got the guys talking about, you know, drinking, the old life, right? What we used to do. And it might plant a little seed of hope in somebody's life. That's all we hope for, just a little seed to get planted. Then the water comes. The water and all comes from God. We're responsible for the effort, and God is responsible for the outcome. We just shine our light. We just give our hope out. We just give what was freely given to us because it's in us, and that's why we share it. We have that passion because we've been through it. We've been through it. It don't matter what you've been through. You've been through it. You know what I'm talking about. And you got a passion to tell other people how to get through it too.
It's a bunch of struggles, man. It's a bunch of struggles that led us to this point to be able to share it, man. It's like all these things, what my life has been built on, you know, good or bad, no matter what. I mean, I still struggled. I still struggle today. You know what I mean? It doesn't say when you hit recovery, it's like, oh, this is like the escape route for no struggling. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm going to take that way. You know? No, it's the easier way. You know what I mean? It's going down the using route because that's the easy way. When you could think that you can just like totally blurt out your problems, and you can blurt out life. In reality, you just pause it. Literally, I paused my life until I hit 35 years old. You know what I mean? Like from 12 to 35, man. And I was still a 12-year-old when I hit 35. You know what I mean? I literally paused my life for that long. And then I thought, I got to catch up. I got to hurry up and get it. There's so much life I lost doing this stuff, man. And like, so like, and it's like, you need to pump the brakes as well. Like, it's okay. You know what I mean? Just like slow down, breathe. You know what I mean? I had to learn how to breathe. I learned how to breathe in this stuff. You know what I mean? Like anxiety. When I have anxiety real bad, like I learned how to, and then guess what? You know what the beneficial factor is? I get to give that to my kids. Instead of giving chaos to my kids, teach them traits of chaos, because I was taught chaos.
Yep.
I only know how to show you chaos. I can't show you anything else. So now I get to breathe life into my kids as well and show them.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's
Happy Father's Day, y'all.
Yes.
Yes.
Happy Father's Day.
You guys.
That's what's up. And that's crazy how we got 3 guys on here. It's Father's Day tomorrow. Then we didn't plan this out, did we? Not really. I talked to Justin earlier this morning. He forgot about it. And then I talked to you 5 minutes before we jumped on the live. So
I like you. Happy Father's Day. And everybody as a father, happy Father's Day to you tomorrow. Enjoy your day. You know, you deserve, fathers deserve, you know what I mean, to have a day, man, and be appreciated. And let people appreciate you. Check this out. My wife, this is something I'm selfish for too, and I do this all the time. I don't, because, like, listen, let's be real, okay? And we're going to talk about a little bit about that real quick, I feel. But let's talk about that, is I'm selfish because I don't know how to let them buy me gifts. Literally, I buy them gifts for Mother's Day, birthdays, Christmas. I am the worst person to let people buy me gifts. So you know what I did today? I went to work. I was tired. I didn't want to do anything. She kept saying, hey, you want to go see Buzz Lightyear? I was like, you know what? This is my Father's Day gift, kind of to them, but not, for me, I let them take me to the movies. You know what I mean? Like, I have to learn also, this is selfish too, to let people do nice stuff for me, because I'm stealing their joy still. You know what I mean?
Yep, you're right. I know if I tell you something, I'm like, hey, let me do something for you. And you're like, nah, man. I'm gonna be like, what? You're right. Because when you give something to somebody and they don't take it, it's a sign of disrespect. Some people be like,
it's like the old mob movies and stuff. Like, oh, you cutting me, you know what I mean? Like, something like that.
Hey, but we're talking about Father's Day. Let's talk also about them single mothers out there that are doing it all by themselves. Happy Father's Day or Mother's Day to you guys as well. We can't forget about them.
Oh, definitely.
They already know.
Yeah. Because I come from families where my mother was the single mother and she had to raise me by myself.
There you go, brother.
Definitely pay homage to my mom. Rest in peace. But definitely to all you single mothers out there, you're doing a great job.
Ain't nothing than a single mother. I'll tell you right now.
Right.
I give them props because I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. But they are warriors. They are just to do both. And
there's my cousin.
Oh, what's up, cuz?
Alicia, I see you.
Y'all already know. Yeah, we were out to eat tonight just a little bit ago, and I got my 2 little ones with me, and I just was looking at them. Actually, I was thinking about the post I was going to post for tomorrow's Father's Day, and I was looking at some photos, and I looked at them, and I was like, thank y'all. Daddy's very grateful that he has you as his children, because otherwise Daddy wouldn't be a father without you. And you have made me a father, and I'm so grateful. And the kids are 6 and 7. They ain't got a clue, but it moved me. You know what I mean? They're 6 and 7. They're trying to eat their chicken wings or whatever they were eating. Fish stick. Daddy was getting all sentimental on them.
We need those moments, bro. Like, it's
yeah.
Okay. Like,
Yep.
No.
It's okay. It's okay, y'all, to feel bad about stuff and get emotional of some stuff that you've done, right? It's okay to feel that, and because that means that you have some kind of remorse and you can change it, right? Because there's some people out there that don't know how to change nothing because they don't feel no remorse for nothing. Those people, we gonna pray for you. Definitely, because we got to have some kind of remorse, right? To feel. I mean, otherwise there's no change. If I didn't think I was a piece of crap, I wouldn't have changed my life. Someone had to show me. I'm gonna be honest with you. There was a little lady in the Stillwater or in the correctional facility of Minnesota Correctional Facility, in a treatment center, and she told me the truth. She told me that if I died, that the world, or if I died tomorrow, that my tombstone would probably say the world's better off without him. Now, granted, I wanted to think of myself as better than that, right? But the decisions that I made in life had brought me right to where I was that day. And that was the truth. What she said was true. What the world would have seen, right? That's the fingerprint that I left on the world. That's my mark that I left on the world at that point. If I was to die that day or tomorrow, she said, right? And it didn't hurt me to the fact where I was angry at her for saying it. It hurt me to the fact that it was the truth and that I could change that, and I had an opportunity to start making different choices. And it felt bad at first, but then I had some hope, like, oh, wait, but I can make different choices now. It's not over with.
It's all about choices. We could do a positive or we could do the negative choice. I mean, there's always
That's right.
So there's
That's
two
right.
choices. Which road are you going to go down? There's a fork. Which one we're going to choose? You know, it's like, you know, sometimes I can act out on emotions. You know what I mean? Like, there's always a path you could take, man. And we're talking about that as well. Or, you know, I was talking about something. I talk a lot about stuff, you know, but there's always a path we could take, you know, and we can get caught up with our emotions sometime. Like, you know, he did this to me. Do you not know who I am? You know, and I can get like that some days. You know what I mean? You don't know who I am. Like, I'll show you. You know, that I'll show you attitude, man, can get you in trouble big time. And acting out on those emotions, like, and then like, I always go on that one thing. It's always first thought wrong, maybe second thought. It's probably going to be wrong, you know, if you're acting on emotions. Third thought, that's where maybe some logic will come back in. And then you might have a rash decision about what's going on at the moment. You know, it's like, where's that fork in the road? Well, I'll take the left real quick if the emotion's involved. Now, if I sit there and think about it for a second, like, what's this feeling? You got to process it. And then you could act, and that's probably going to be logical. You know what I mean? But I'm always we're all emotional beings, you know what I mean? We're emotional creatures, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like our first thought is to act out, and I don't have any, you know, I have more negative emotions than I do positive emotions, you know what I mean? So like me acting out is probably going to be in anger, you know what I mean? I can get, I try, you know, keeping up with the Joneses every day, you know, all kinds of other things, you know, jealousy, just all kinds of other stuff, man. I get it so quick that I have to pause for a second, man. Always the pause. The pause is important, you know, but there's always a choice. What are we going to do? So,
That's right.
yeah.
Y'all want to hear some simple but something profound? I learned this in a college course, but it's so simple. It is so simple. It is so profound. Like, seriously. Okay. If you want to change your character, our choices define our character. If we want to change our character, we have to change our choices. Yep. So if we want to change anything, we have to change our choices, how we choose things. We got to stop choosing the same thing. We got to change things. We got to literally do it. Like, I know for many years, I don't know how many times I'd be like, all right, you know, I got to change. I understand I got to change. And I really knew that I had to change, bro. Like, I had to. I was in and out of jail. I was like, I got to change. But then what happened was I'd get out and I'd have the opportunity or the choice to change. Would I do it? Nope. Sure wouldn't.
Definitely not.
No, that was the old me. But what happened when I had that spiritual awakening was I realized that, hey, I need to start making some different choices in life, for real. And the first choice that I made was, hey, I'm going to listen to whatever these people tell me because I don't know how to stay out of prison. Like that was it. Like, I didn't know how to stay out of prison. That was my third time in. I was like, I don't know how to stay out of here. So I'm going to listen to whatever they say. And I did. I listened to whatever they said. It worked, right? For the time being. And then when I got out of that program, I had to listen to what somebody else said because I didn't know what to do. I just got out of the prison. I'm still scared. I went to a halfway house. I was scared because I didn't want to go back to prison. But it was a healthy fear. It wasn't a fear that crippled me and kept me from doing anything, right? I felt the fear and I was like, I'm gonna face it anyway. Because I know that this fear is false. I know that I gotta move past this fear. I gotta be able to go out there and put one foot in the front of the other. Man, I was almost 30 years old. Never had a license. Never had like a legit, anything really. You know what I mean? I was always running in and out of hotels, always homeless,
Yeah. Hang on one second.
It's just like for me coming back to Hastings. I used to always blame this town.
There you go.
What are
Tell
you
it.
saying? It's not this town. It's me. It's my choices. It's my thoughts. It's what how I deal with that stuff. So I've learned to retool that, and I've been comfortable being here. It's still a little nerve-wracking, but it's not this town. It's all about me because I know where everybody's at if I really want to. I could walk into any gas station here and see just about anybody that I hung around with back in the day. So it is the choice. It's me. Do I want to go out and smoke dope? No, I don't. Do I want to go out and drink beer tonight? No, I don't. Do I want to go over to Doogie's and sit at the bar and have a couple shots? No, I don't. The choice is I'm not doing nothing but sitting right here and doing what I'm supposed to do because I'm trying to figure out how I can do it the right way. And that's the choice that I'm making. Obviously, I chose wrong 2 weeks ago, but that's not who I am. It was who I was at the time, but it's not who I am today. So I have to make that choice that this town isn't this town is not the root of all my evil. It's me. I'm the one that does it all.
It's like those things, no matter where I go, I always bring myself with me.
Yep.
I can't outrun myself. I literally cannot run away from myself. So nope. I have to change who I am. I always said that recovery has flipped the script on me because I used to blame every single person in my life for everything that's ever happened to me, anything that's ever been done wrong to me. And I've carried that poison around with me, drinking my own damn poison. You know what I mean? If everybody's done this to me, this is why I am the way I am. And it's me the whole freaking time. Mm-hmm. And it was I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like that self-awareness that we need to realize, like, we can choose to be happy. We can choose to turn the situation around. We can choose not to drink. I can go in the gas station so easy and buy a freaking beer, dude. Like, that's easy choice. You know what I mean? I could go do that anytime. Let's just try this for a little bit. You know what I mean? And it's
I know you don't like that.
That's what's up.
Sorry,
yeah, man.
I see that. I was like, man, I gotta post that because what'll happen is it'll roll through.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'll miss it.
Yo, listen, because dude, our friends are secretly rooting for us. There's a part of them and everybody secretly kind of roots for us, and then kind of not. I mean, it's just the way it is. You know what I mean? Nobody really wants anybody to do better than them, right? I mean, and this is the simple facts of life. But some people generally just want to see you do good. Just generally, I have friends still rooting for me, man, and they are in that state and caught up in that madness, but it's so good on this side. So good.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
Living and learning, y'all. Living and learning. Living and learning. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Progress, not perfection. Always remember that. Always remember it's always progress. I want to be perfect all the time. I don't want to make mistakes. I don't want to get humiliated. I don't want to learn the hard way. I don't want to go in the fire. I don't want to be molded and shaped, right? Because I'm selfish. I don't want to do all that. Like you said, I'm selfish as hell. I did it for many years. I'm like, hey, change my life, God. I'm not going to do anything, but go ahead and change me, please. God, I need your help again. I'm in jail. Can you change me? I'll get you out of jail.
Just give me
I
back.
promise. Yeah, I'm in jail again, God. Can you get me out? And God, what would happen? Now that I look back, I'd get out of jail. And I'd be faced with an opportunity to change. And I would go the other way. Like, that ain't right. That ain't right. I'm too young for that. I don't want to do that. That would be too hard.
Yeah, there's foxhole prayers, man.
Right.
I be in jail calling him, my brothers. It's not falling out the nose. I promise the last time we get me out of here. Man, stop it. You know what I mean? Like it didn't matter. You know what I mean? I had to be ready for the change to happen, or for me to see the actual, that it's all me, man. I need to take this the hard way. Do the hard way. It gets easier. You know, it might be hard at first, figuring out emotions coming back, like, oh my God, gosh, what's this? And then next thing you know, you're done with the bull. And then next thing you know, you're getting this like overjoy where everything is awesome, you know? And then, you know, and then life gets a little complicated when we start getting some things back. And then we're like, oh gosh, I want to freaking use. And you go, no, I'm not going to lay down. I'm not going to do it. You know, it's surrender every day. Surrender every day.
That's right. And that's how we get God in our life. We got to surrender.
Congrats
every
on
day. Congratulations. Yes.
That's right. Day 2. Congratulations.
Oh,
Congratulations.
I love
Shout
seeing
out.
the people. I love seeing the people that are newer, man, that are just getting this, because it gets better. Buckle up.
Yep.
It's a ride, but it's going to be worth it. Just don't give in to yourself and snitch on yourself. Snitch.
That's right.
I do it all the
That's it.
time, don't I, Phil?
Yeah, he does.
I do it all the time. Hey,
I
Sally
do
Devine.
too.
Sally Devine told me, she's like, I like seeing it. I don't like seeing the words, but I like seeing it. You're telling on yourself. So.
Listen,
That's right.
that's a humbling experience when you're telling yourself.
Yep.
And the more you do it, man, it's like until it becomes like a problem, and you just keep doing it, and you just keep telling yourself, and it's like, but no matter what, eventually someday it's gonna make sense.
Yep.
That's what I said. 2017. Congratulations.
Yes.
Coming up. What's that?
Shout out
5
Tim.
years?
Coming up on 5 years.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Tim.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. The best thing you do, man, especially when you're in a dark place, because it ain't sunshines and rainbows over here. 2020.
That's right.
All right.
Congrats,
2
cuz.
years. Just
Congrats.
did. Oh, that's your cousin, right?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Congrats,
Miss Christy.
Christy.
Christy in the house.
That's right.
Every day.
Yep.
Every day, all day.
Got to.
This sister right here, she's in contact with me a lot. Got some people locked up. There's a guy in there with terminal cancer that we pray for all the time. What's his name, Mary? Put him on the screen. Put his name on the screen. I want people to know his name so they can pray for him too.
Yes.
I forgot his first name. But yeah, Mary is Mary, shout out to you. We love you, sister.
You know, it puts your life in perspective a little bit when there's I have a friend that has a niece down here in the Tampa. Oh, by the way, I'm in Florida, if nobody knows. Tampa, Florida in the house. So I have a friend that has a niece, and she's dying from cancer. Like literally, it's affected her whole body. She's young. And I sit here and I'm like, man, you know, my wife had cancer last year and it was rough. You know what I mean? But I couldn't imagine like what you go through when like the diagnosis is not good. You know, thank God we came out of it on the good end. You know what I mean? But like, man, I'm gonna sit here and be ungrateful for this life that I have for something stupid that's like a paper cut compared to what people go through. Like that's something we have to like put in perspective. It's like, how bad really is it? You know what I mean? Like, how bad is my life? My life is freaking good. You know, I'm living. Life is too short. You know what I mean? We're not promised tomorrow. Let's make the best out of what we have right now, right here, because there's people literally dying from things that they can't control. And I can control some things and stay in the positive, stay in the peace, and just live life, man. You know what I mean? Because we don't have tomorrow. I might not wake up. We never know. You know what I mean? That's the facts of life. You know what I mean? And I want to make the most out of it, you know? And today's your day. Today's an opportunity, you know what I mean? To change it. Literally. We all have just for today, and tomorrow morning's a new day. Start it off right. We can change it. Turn it over. If something didn't work out for you today, tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's a new day to start over and attack that goal. Attack the recovery. Like if you messed up today, okay, what are we doing tomorrow? Let's get on it. You know what I mean? And that's how literally that's how I try to keep my mind in perspective and keep living the way I am, man, because I'm not promised tomorrow. So, yeah.
Phil's on there.
Wait, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes.
I tried to hit it. I got something going on with my headphone here.
Uh,
It's making some goofy noises, but it's all good.
Gotta love technology.
You do.
You know, I just I appreciate you having me on here tonight, Phil. Man.
Oh, brother, anytime.
I needed it more than I thought. If that made sense.
Yeah, it helps us. I mean, I love going live. How I go live in the morning, it really holds me accountable too. It holds me accountable to watch my language on the live. It holds me accountable to watch my language when I get off the live and dealing with people on the phone. Like, here's the deal. I'll be like, all right, y'all, I'm working on my language. You know, I'm not going to do it. And then State Farm will call me. That's when the language comes out. State Farm calling me, talking about they ain't buying this for the homeowner, and I'm over. You know what I mean? And then it's like, oh, hold on a second. I'm working on that, and that's how it happens. And then what I could do, what the old Phil would do is, oh yeah, you ain't gotta stop swearing, bro. You ain't gotta stop swearing, man. You stop doing so much stuff, Phil. You cool, man. You do whatever you want to do, Phil. It don't matter. The swear words, it don't. You know what I mean? Because it's hard. Because I don't want to change. Because it's difficult. Because when I say I want to do something and then I make the mistake of doing it, I get ashamed and I don't want to. You know what I mean? That's the old Phil. That's the old way and that's the stuff that we challenge today. That's the stuff we talk about on our lives. That's the stuff we talk about because that's the real life stuff that people deal with every day. And it might not even be about swearing. Let's put it in using, because I've been there too. Right? We've been there too. I swear. I mean, I wrote a letter. I swore I wasn't gonna do meth again. I swore it so many times. Every time I was in a jail, and I would get out, get drunk, right back on. Get out, get drunk, right back on. I swore so many times that I wouldn't do stuff. So it's one of those things, right? Where we gotta give ourselves some grace too, like you were saying, Justin. We gotta give ourselves some grace. Like, hey, just because I'm working on not swearing and I drop some kind of swear word, right? That doesn't mean that I'm a failure. That just means I need to work a little harder. That just means I slipped up. My bad. Right?
If we
gotta learn from something.
Yeah, if we don't stop, if we quit working now, man, then where are we gonna be? We're probably gonna drop F-bombs every other word. You know what I mean? And,
yep, that's how it is.
Here's some cool stuff, dude. Today
I do.
Is 1 month. I have not touched a vape. I have not vaped in 1 month, and I haven't touched a cigarette since December 31st of last year. And that's huge for a guy like me, okay? Because I was a 2-pack a day smoker, bro. 2 packs. And I quit, and I set a date, and I stuck to it.
I remember.
It took me a long time to get that. So
I remember when I talked to you, and you were like, I'm setting this date. I'm like, why don't you just do it now? You were like, but you did it. But you set the date, and you did it.
Yep.
Right?
I said I wanted, because I just turned 40 years old this past month. Yep. And
me too, bro.
Really?
Yeah, we 40 together.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Tanya. And so I told myself I wanted to quit smoking by the time I hit 40. Okay. And I said, why don't I start now and listen, I feel like vape is like Suboxone. Okay. So this is how I have to put it in my head, and like I got this own little process of mine. But I was like, why don't I start now? All right, I'm gonna tell it. All right, I want to say that I haven't smoked a cigarette all of 2022, and this is how I have to make things make sensible for me for goals, right? I want to say I haven't smoked a cigarette all of 2022, so I did, but I went to vape. Now vape, I cut down from 6 to 3 milligrams, and then all the way up until right before. The night before my birthday, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't do this. Oh my god, oh gosh, I'm freaking out. I'm putting it through my head. I can't do it. I can't. I'm already having that self-doubt. Already set myself up for failure, and I can, and I did, and I'm still here, a month later, no vape.
And here I am, vaping away.
Just
so good, man.
Just
it's all good. To each his own.
Right.
To each his own, brother. I mean, it is what it is.
We'll all get there one
Congratulations,
day.
Justin. Yeah, I mean, congratulations for setting a plan, getting a goal set, right? Setting a date and executing it. Yeah.
Shocked. Literally, I'm blown away by myself, and it's cool.
Yeah, because I remember you were vaping on the lives and stuff.
Yep.
He was. I remember.
I know.
Like
I
a
see
damn
him last when I
broken
seen
stove.
You should start doing the vape. You should start doing vape. No, I'm just kidding. My buddy started vaping back in the day, and we made fun of him because the people that would blow the big vape clouds and like have big they would do dragons and it was funny. We'd be sending
contests.
Yeah. They got the vape on the keychain and all these things. It's funny. It's funny. Nothing against y'all that vape. Nothing against y'all that vape. It's all good. But
nope.
But I don't know. Maybe somebody out there was thinking about quitting vaping. Now you know that it's possible. Maybe somebody out there was smoking 2 packs a day. You know, just because you know someone else is doing something doesn't mean that it make it imperative for you to do it. But if there's something inside of you that's telling you that you want to do it, listen to it. Listen to that. That's the stuff that we always push down because that's good. If something's telling you that you should quit smoking, I think that's good for you. It's good for your health, and I think that's God's will. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that's part of God's will is for us to be healthy. It's for us to listen to when we get like you had. That was a thought. That thought came from your higher power. That came from God saying, hey, you should quit vaping. You should watch your language. That don't come from me. No, I want to swear. You know what I mean? So these good things come from, and then when we follow that direction, that's when we get some results. When we sacrifice and we follow the direction, we get some results. I know I like results. That's why I got high. I like results. If you want results in recovery, you got to do something. Straight up, you got to do something. You ain't gonna get no results sitting here watching us watch the live. You ain't gonna get no results typing in this, typing in that. You got to get out there, put your feet on the ground, get out there and do something. You got to do this thing. It ain't a theory. We got to live it. We don't just talk about it. We got to be about it, y'all. For real. It's life changing. It's life changing, and we heard it tonight. 2 brothers on here. Well, yeah, there we go. I got it all mixed up. 2 brothers over here. Let me see if I can figure it out. Oh, yeah. I ain't never going to figure that out, Justin, am I? I'll never figure it out. Oh, yeah, let's go this way. Yeah, there we go. Look, I think I got it.
Yeah, there it is. He got it. Justin got it.
It's this.
First try. Anyway, y'all, it's been a pleasure. It really has. We've been on here for an hour. So we want to let people go on with their Saturday night. I think I'm going to have a fire with my kids tonight. I'm going to let them stay up a little late. It is Father's Day weekend, right? Shout out to all the fathers out there. Shout out to all the single mothers out there that have been playing the dad role. Shout out and happy Father's Day to all of y'all. Happy Father's Day to both of you, too.
You, too.
Thank you,
yeah,
Phil.
Absolutely.
And, hey, can I shout out my live tomorrow?
Go ahead, bro.
Thank you.
Shout out that live. We're going to share it on the page.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow, we're going to be going live on my page, The Hope Shot. If you don't know about it, go hit it up. I'm sure Phil will share it tomorrow, but we're going to have a Father's Day special. I'm going to try to get some other fathers on there, man. Let's just have some fun, and just conversate, man, what it's like. What do we do, And it's some good conversation, man, especially when a group of guys in recovery get on there and start talking, man. It's good stuff, man, no matter what. Recovery's good, it's positive, and it's life-changing.
What time is that?
8 o'clock my time. It's Eastern, so it's going to be 7 o'clock your time.
I usually share it. Yep. I will share it. He'll send me it.
I'll rewatch it after I get home from work tomorrow night. So
I might even pop on there. You just never know.
Do it.
Yeah. Probably.
Right. I know it's Sunday for you.
Yeah, but it's Sunday. But we'll see what time it is. I I might be able to. I don't know how late it'll be because I'm at my father-in-law, and he's way down 2 hours away. But you know, I'll share
send you
it
a
for
link.
sure.
If you come
Yeah,
on,
and I'll try.
Come on.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll do it from from their house if I have to.
Cool.
Yep. So shout out or tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time Zone, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the Hope Shot. They are live. They're live every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be if you're in Minnesota Central Standard Time at 7 p.m. They are live every Sunday, and they are live every Wednesday as well. Sunday and Wednesday they are live. So if somebody could put his page on here, that would be awesome. I know there are some people on here that could put his page on here. That way, the people that are watching that aren't following the Hope Shot, go ahead on there and follow the Hope Shot. Also, if you're not following or like this page, go ahead on, click the like button, click the follow button. We also have a group associated with the page. Click the group tab, and you will be brought to Against the Odds group. Justin has a group too. When you get to his page, do the same thing. Look at the groups. But most importantly, let's get the pages liked and let's get it followed, because we do go live consistently and we do spread hope consistently on both these platforms. Not only Against the Odds, but also the Hope Shot as well. We work together, right?
Yes,
we
sir.
don't work against each other. We work together. Justin is a big reason why we got hold up. Well, we got a letter from the IRS talking about Against the Odds is a ministry. Against the Odds is a charitable organization. This is from the government. The government that stripped me of my gun rights. Come on. That's from the government that stripped me from all my rights. We can do anything, y'all, when we follow God's will. God will put us in positions that you'll never imagine that you'd be in. Come on. I mean, Justin helped me with this. I give a lot of credit. I love Justin, man. Justin's helped me a lot.
I just do what's freely given to me, man. I share it. Listen, it's all about collaboration, man. That's all it's about, man. We're in this thing together. It's no you, me. It's a we.
Yep.
We
Amen.
do this together. You know what I mean?
We are a family.
Doesn't matter. Yes.
That's right. We are a family. It don't matter what kind of logo you got on. We in the same family, y'all. We all overcome the same odds. We all come from the same kind of situations. Everybody in their life has been affected by addiction in some way, shape, or form in this day and age. Your family member, your cousin, someone you know, something, somehow, some way in this day and age. It is so important to spread and talk and have people that have overcome addiction talk about it more, because there's more people dying in this world every day. And the more we talk about the recovery from addiction, the more we can maybe help someone to not go out there and do that. Maybe there's a kid watching tonight. I don't know. Who knows who's watching these lives? We don't. So that's why it's important that we can consistently do stuff like this and share where we came from, because we're not scared to share our testimony. Some people can't share their testimonies, and we're okay with that. Not everybody's called to share their testimony, but I think more people should share. I do. I think more people should stand up. More people should talk about overcoming their struggles, because then what that does is it's going to create light for someone that's in that struggle, and that struggle can be real dark for people, right? Anyway, y'all, I can go on and on and on and on and on all night. As we know, we're going to let this one go. So thank you, Justin, for being here. Thank you, Justin, for being here. You guys want to say some stuff, and then I'll let you go.
I just want to say, Justin, it was an honor to finally actually be on something. I do watch some of your lives and everything. You're an inspiration for many of us, for me as well. So I just want to appreciate you and what you do for the Hope Shot. And it was nice to be here with you. Share some words of wisdom with me.
Hey,
Here we go.
I just want to say thank you, Justin, because you're an inspiration to me as well. Okay. For coming on here. I need to know as well the struggle. I need to know, and you coming on here and sharing that and being vulnerable, dude, it helps me. Like, we all in this together. It's a we thing. You showing me, like, it built me up tonight. So, like, you know, just everybody's an inspiration to me, man. And just, we're all just out here just trying to get another day, you know what I mean? And do the right thing and live a different life, you know? So, you know, thank you for coming on here as well.
You're welcome.
That's right,
Thank
guys.
you, Phil. Thank you.
Thanks, Phil.
Y'all know I
It's
love
always
you.
a pleasure.
Yeah, it is. Especially when we don't plan it.
Right.
I like it. Way better. Yep, we don't plan it. We ain't got nothing to worry about. It's just bang, bang, go. Right?
Yep.
Nothing to worry about. I don't even know. Didn't even care. I was like, wow, it don't even matter tonight. You know what I mean? No anxiety at all. Like, oh, is everything going to work? Am I going to be able to learn how to copy and paste on the MacBook? Anyway, all right, y'all. I'm going to let y'all go.
All right.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I
you guys,
appreciate
sir.
you. All right.
ya.
Peace out.
Bye.
All right, y'all. I do appreciate each and every one of you for coming and hanging out with us on our live tonight, Saturday Night Live. We had a couple people on. We had a good time. It wasn't a real scheduled live, but that doesn't matter, does it? Right? We just let go and we let God. I want to thank you for being here. It's always a pleasure and it's always an honor to go live and have y'all with me watching, supporting, encouraging. I love y'all, for real. I love y'all. I love spending my Saturday nights with y'all. I love spending my mornings, Monday through Friday with y'all. And I will try my darndest to continue to go live in the mornings. And we will make something happen on a consistent basis. And we will continue to try to spread what? Hope to the what? Hope to the who? Hope to the hopeless. Peace, y'all.
When you're blessed with a new life and you come from the trenches, man, you just want to tell everybody about it because there's hope. And when there's hope, there's lots of change.